I mean, where do we start with that last night? Um, Absolute embarrassment. Uh, that could have been anything. It was 5-0 at half time. It was really looking like it was going to be double figures. I have to say, the sixth goal that Club Brugge scored was absolutely magnificent. The one touch passing and then the finish at the end. That was a magnificent goal. But the early goal so easy, the red card. It's not as simple as Russell Martin needs to go, which he absolutely does. I mean, he should have been sacked at half time last night. The footballing department have to go as well because they're the ones that brought him in for his fast flowing, attacking, possession based, aggressive football, which we haven't seen any of that. What we've seen is a team that is defensively inept, even worse than it was last season, which took some doing. Um, a team that aimlessly keeps possession and does nothing with it, gets to maybe the final third or the other team's half of the pitch, loses the ball, overexposed, and then the other team's in behind easily and will have a very, very good chance of scoring and if they're a decent team like Club Brugge are, they will score. I mean, God forbid we played an elite team. Doesn't even bear thinking about. Um, so it's not just as simple as the fact that Russell Martin needs to go, the footballing department needs to go because they brought him in. They brought him in based on being the worst manager Southampton ever had. And we've seen before he came in, people were saying, fans of Southampton, maybe Swansea and that as well, were saying, you can't build a defence. Now, I don't know. It looks like he'll probably be in charge on Sunday. People saying about getting rid of the like wanting the 49ers out and all that's nonsense. So I mean they've put money in. They've got this badly wrong. They have. They've got it wrong with the footballing department, and the footballing department have hired the complete wrong guy. I mean, if that's who they think is the man to take Rangers forward, the man that was well on his way to getting Southampton the lowest points total in the Premier League last season, the man who got Southampton promoted through the playoffs, finishing fourth. Not an amazing achievement. I mean, Southampton are a team that you would expect to either be in the Premier League or in the sort of upper echelon of the Championship. Swansea, I suppose, did a serviceable job. MK Dons, really a League One club, took them up from League Two to League One. Where does that constitute as being good enough to be Rangers football manager? But yeah, it was embarrassing. I felt sorry for Jack Butland last night. He made some tremendous saves, and if it wasn't for him, it could have been even worse. But yeah, the footballing department needs to go as well because if that is who they think is the person to take Rangers forward, and they think he plays this really expansive attack and aggressive football, which we've absolutely not seen. And it's like Amarim when he first came into Man United. If the players aren't suited to it and they can't play it, then you have to adapt. You can't be so arrogant. You're like, oh, this is my way of playing, because you don't get that kind of time at Rangers or Celtic. You might get more time at the likes of Man United because they haven't won the league for so long. Yes, the Rangers have only won one league since 2011. That's not lost on me. But the expectation is there. And it would have been the same if Celtic were in that situation. The expectation is to win every game, rightfully or wrongfully. But the arrogance of these, because that's all. You don't really see managers now. It's coaches like, oh, my way of playing, and they wear their own clothes. They don't wear the club suit, or they don't wear the kind of club tracksuit. I mean, Rangers is a very traditional club. It's a suit, the tie, and the brown brogues. and he can't even do that. Now, if he wasn't doing that and he was winning every game, it wouldn't really matter. But he's not. And as I said before, he couldn't afford to have a bad start, and he's officially the worst Rangers manager for the start he's had. He's even worse than Pedro in the bush. Take that in for the money that was spent. So, yeah. I mean, if it goes bad on Sunday, I mean, he surely can't survive that. But as I say, it can't just be him that has to go. It has to be the footballing department as well. But yeah, last night was embarrassing. Um, Probably worse than what we thought it would be. I mean, I thought it would be ugly, but ugly is not the word for that.